Sunday afternoon at the moment. Chap's out on his e-bike. It's pretty effortless. As you know, it's just straight on rather than go to the reservoir way. There's a couple of little tight squeezes along here that you have to be mindful of, but apart from that it's pretty straightforward. Pigeons, baby. Oh. Gonna get killed in no time if he stays there. So this bit here, best thing is just sticks tightly to the left. It's quite narrow, and just take your time because it's everyone has to go a bit slow because it's easy to kind of there's a little ditch on the left hand side. And when you're coming back this way, there's like a little ditch where you have to kind of be careful of. So it's a balance of not wrecking your paintwork on the leaves, but this little bit here you got to be careful. Just go slow around this part here. If there's another car going around at the same time, you just slow down and just stay tight to the edge of the road. It's not normally too bad. You might have to scrape the trees a little bit, but it shouldn't do any damage. If there's like an idiot behind you here, you can always park, you can always pull over to that little space there, look, on the left, in front of the gates. So it says 30 mile along here. Most people in the mornings, they kind of like to do about 40 down here. You can pull over to the left there if you need to let anyone past as well. It's quite easy. Next little tight squeeze is just here. Well, it's just as you approach the church, the Franklin Church, the graveyard. Just here, it's a little bit tight here. You can always pull over to the left there as well if you need to let anyone go past. And just take your time around this corner here. And there's a little bottleneck approaching here, which it's pretty much the hardest thing on the whole road, really. It's not too bad. Just approach it slow, because there's only room enough for one car up here, really. But don't panic if there is another car like this one here. You can just pull into this little ditch here, look, and let him go past. So, but normally, the person will wait at the other side. Me and that guy then, we came kind of at the same time. But even so, you know, it wasn't the end of the world. So yeah, just carry on, and you come to the T-junction. I guess when it's busy in the morning, this T-junction here is a little bit edgy, you know. But if you just take your time, you should be fine. That rhymes, so it must be true. So this one here, it's kind of just wait until you're comfortable, edge forward enough so you can see what's coming on the right, then 50 mile an hour along here. That, to be honest, is the hardest part, I would have thought. Doing this video to break up a drab Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So it's yeah, you know what Sundays are like. They're a bit drab, aren't they? I certainly find them drab. So then just after the Franklin service exit, just indicate to the left to go on to Illey Lane. And yeah, it's about 40 mile an hour, I think most people do down here. I think it is national speed until you get a bit further along to where that little pub, the Black Horse, is. Black Horse the second. There's obviously the main Black Horse is in Northfield, but there's a little Black Horse down here. So yeah, it just doesn't hurt to slow down a bit here. 30 mile an hour just here. Wouldn't really want to do too much more because it's quite bendy. There's the Black Horse. Been in there once. I thought it was a bit boring. Pubs are boring, aren't they? Just, what's there to do, really? Just sit there, innit? Just do that at home, just sit down at home and just be bored there. So yeah, just watch out for, there's a few potholes down here which have been filled in. So they're not too bad at the moment. There was one in particular I had to keep on dodging all the time. Some nice walks down there. You can pull over to the side and walk across the countryside. Go mushroom picking. I mean, you know, sightseeing. All that. Oh, there's a fair up there. I don't know where that is. Oh yeah, I know where it is. It's in the car boot field. The Romsley one. Not the Hogs Lane one, the other one. So yeah, follow the road, and 30 mile an hour is fine. It's just right. And then that fair's in one of these fields here, to the right or the left. I think it's the right hand side. This one, this part on the left here, that's where they have the car boots. I don't think it is that one. So yeah, Bromsgrove Road. Left is going to Bromsgrove, going through Romsley to Bromsgrove, and right is Halesowen. 40 mile an hour signs just here as you approach the big roundabout. Horses on the right hand side there. I will say hello to him in the morning. If he's there, that is. Normally him and his mate are there, kind of eating the grass, doing what horses do. And here's the main roundabout. Take the middle lane to carry on. You can carry on in the right hand lane, but it's easier in this lane. That's it. And then just keep to the left hand lane, follow the lane, you know, keep your lane discipline and all that stuff. Then I think it's about 40 mile an hour here still, so it's a pretty straightforward way this way, to be honest. I quite like it. You might find you'll need to go this way if there's any congestion on the other routes. Just bear in mind there's two M5 motorway, there's two ways to the M5 around here. So if there's a problem on the M5, it can cause a bit of bumper to bumper. But it's not very often that happens, to be honest. So, stick to the left-hand lane all around here. Keeps it simple. Still 40 mile an hour. So the roundabout that you come to the other route, the Quinton roadway, this is the roundabout coming up now. So you need to go straight on. So again, choose the middle lane, which is just basically to stay in this lane, and then you come to the middle lane, and then you kind of fall into the same lane as you would if you was coming the other way. Then indicate right about left about there. Someone's in a rush here, overtaking me on the inside. Let him get on with it. There you go, you're here at Halesowen College. I'm going to carry on and go to the main college as well today for this video. Just in case, why not? Seeing as I'm here already. My uncle used to have a boat up here. There's a canal. If you turn right up one of these streets here, there's a canal. You know those barges? He used to have one of those. I always find them a bit depressing myself. I don't know why. Just, the canals are a bit depressing, aren't they? Not to mention dirty. Oh, I fell in one a couple of times. Not nice. So, yep, turn left just there at the crossroad. Then the worst thing about this bit here is a steep hill. Sometimes if there's a lot of cars, you have to stop. Then quite often you have to go up in second gear. You know, quite a few hill starts. Worst case scenario. But what I tend to do, I tend to pick Lucy up from just on the left here. So just here, literally. You can also wait in that road just there. You can also, obviously wait to pick up or drop them off in there. But there can be other people with the same idea, so you've got to be a bit careful. I tend to avoid this road, the one that I'm going to go down now, because it's a Sunday now, so it's quiet. With the Whittingham Road entrance to Halesowen College. On a weekday, very busy, a lot of buses. So if you ever come down here by accident and you have to drive down here, you'll be dodging a load of coaches, which is a bit of a pain in the bum, to be honest. So anyway, that's how to get there. If you do come down here and you have to wait for her, then you can always park over there on the right hand side. So you can always turn around here, for example. And, I have waited here a couple of times for her, but we've got our own little system with the little side road that I just showed you. So you can wait here where that tarmac machine is, whatever that is. But more often than not, if I do come this way, I tend to park over to the left there in the bus lane. If you know she ain't going to be long, it shouldn't be a problem. But you can also wait the other way. You can also mount the curb the other side of the road. There's double yellows, so if it's not too long, Right, I'm going to start the video again now and go the opposite way. Right, so going back to Hollyoake now from outside Halesowen College, the main one. It's a lovely, peaceful Sunday afternoon. So you've got no teenagers to worry about. So to go back the way we came, turn left here. You could also turn right, which is, it's just a different scenario. Then you have to go through the Halesowen town centre, which I don't mind, but it depends on the traffic. Sometimes it's easy going that way if the traffic this way is bad in the mornings. But more often than not, this is the way to go. So we're back at that crossroad now. to turn right. There's a keep clear sign here, but there's no one coming out the house, so it should be alright. So same goes down here, it's 30 mile an hour. I'm going to go back the way I came. We're back at the other Halesowen college just here on the left. Kind of the middle lane's the best one for this roundabout, I find. Stick to the middle lane. Some ways you're better off staying in this lane, the right hand lane, because this kind of falls into the right lane when you come to the next roundabout, which is the roundabout after Illey Lane when we was coming this way. That's it, so you fall naturally into the middle lane now. So this is the roundabout. Right here goes to Starbridge, left goes to Quinton Way, straight on goes to Bromsgrove. So we want to go straight on towards Bromsgrove. We'll be turning off in a moment. Horses on the left hand side there, and then 30 mile an hour sign, and then to your next left, back onto Illey Lane. National speed. I just want to take this bit easy. This bit here is a little bit narrow. Just take it nice and easy. Third gear should be alright. It's national speed, but kind of 30 mile an hour from this point on. more tricky on going back to pull over and let people go past, because there's not so many spaces to pull over to. Whereas on the way here, there's quite a few spaces to pull over. So whoever's stuck behind you going back, pretty much stuck behind you. There's the entrance to Frankly. Is it? Yeah, what's the other side of Frankly Services. So we're back up the Bartlett Green Road here. I don't think it's called that, but it's the one that goes to Bartlett Green. You want to turn right, obviously. Weeks ago, I saw a deer run over the road here. I was quite surprised. It was huge. It was not an adult deer. Just here it was. Go back up Church Road, so it's next left. Church Hill, should I say? So there's that. Here's the bottleneck part of the road that we came up before. There's the sign for it there. So the same applies really. Just wait here for a moment. Nothing come in. Just go for it. First come, first serve situation. Just taking it slow around this corner here, it's a bit narrow. Past Scotland Lane. So yeah, this is where it gets a bit narrow again, so just take your time. piece of cake, really. It's a useful route to know if the other route is congested. And normally it's not too busy either, but you might find on a Wednesday or a Thursday it might be a little bit busier, but all in all it's not too busy. Oh, I love your pink moped. And that's that.